Welcome to Hook and Hunt TV. Today I've got the pleasure of talking with Senator Bill Brady, and the Senator is going to be running for governor of the state of Illinois. And as a sportsman, just like all of you who are watching this and watch us weekly on Hook and Hunt TV, we would really like somebody in our corner, and not just people who are talking about it. We've learned from our past that bad things have happened in Illinois when it's come to sportsmen. We've really had to fight for our rights. While the Senator is actually a hunter, he's actually a shooter, and he knows a lot of things about what it takes to hunt and shoot in Illinois. So I guess, Senator, all what I'd really like to know is, tell our viewers, we've went through a bad experience the last several years. You know, we know. What are your stances on Second Amendment rights, on hunting, on the sportsmen of Illinois?
How much time do you have? I am proud to be a strong supporter of the Second Amendment, a member of the NRA, a member of the Illinois State Rifle Association. I believe these are two quality organizations that stand for our rights, not only our personal liberties, but also for our sportsmen's rights. I firmly believe that our founding fathers got it right when they put the Second Amendment in the Constitution for a whole host of reasons. And I think my record is unblemished when it comes to supporting that. When it comes to sportsmen and issues surrounding our outdoors, I can't think of a greater opportunity Illinois has to offer, not just the citizens of our state, the citizens of our nation and the world, when you look at our natural resources. And as you indicated earlier, past administrations and even the current one, I think, have failed to really utilize those natural resources to their utmost benefit, to the recreational purposes of our citizens, but also to the economic interests of Illinois. People today spend a lot of money when it comes to the outdoors, whether it be hunting or fishing or hiking or biking or whatever it may be. We've got a great opportunity to maximize our parks and our waterways and all the assets that God's given us here.
Like one of the things that I could never understand is why, as you said, when past administrations wouldn't support us. 2 years ago, you had hunters, including guys with guns, donate 50,000 pounds of deer meat to homeless shelters, and that's just from Illinois. Right. The sportsmen here have good hearts. They have good intentions. And they just want somebody that's going to back them and stand behind them. Because, like you said, God knows what we can really do or what we can really accomplish.
You're absolutely right. They're not just good stewards of our natural resources, but they're also good stewards to society. They're good neighbors.
Right.
They contribute. They give back. And it's a healthy environment where we offer the outdoorsmen and the sportsmen to do what they do, enjoy what they do, then use what they gain and use it for the benefit of society. It's a very healthy environment. And I'm proud to say that as governor, I will try to make Illinois the shining star when it comes to the outdoors. You know, we've got a great shooting range in Sparta, Illinois.
Right.
We've got abundant parks and natural resources that have been underutilized for the last several years. I think of Clinton Lake in Clinton, Illinois, the surrounding area there. How nice it would be if we had cabins so that fishermen could stay all night and be able to enjoy the outdoors and get up in the morning right there. And the economic development that brings to that area. We talk about staycations in Illinois, getting people to stay in Illinois for their vacation, to spend their dollars in Illinois. That's not only an opportunity when we do things like that, but it's also an opportunity to bring other people to Illinois and enjoy our resources, but leave their money here, which we're fighting for every day. But from the Great Lakes to the rivers to the lakes to our set-asides to the Shawnee National Forest and the Galena Territories, there's not a state in this nation that has more abundant opportunity to offer its citizens and the citizens of this country.
I hear about it all the time. I hear from turkey hunters out of state. I hear from deer hunters out of state. As soon as you say you're from Illinois, their eyes get as big as sausage plates. They want to come hunt deer here. They want to come stay here. They want to come hunt turkey here. They want to spend money here. That we have what it takes, and it's nice to finally talk to somebody. I've shot with you. I know you hunt because we've talked goose hunting and dove hunting before.
Right.
He doesn't just say it. I know that he does it. I've been on a sporting clays range with him, so he supports all that we do. What would be something that sportsmen go, hey, that might be a great idea?
Unfortunately, we've seen sportsmen under attack in the last several years. As governor of the state, I will ensure and promote sportsmanship in the various ways. Not only with our adults, but with our youth. There's a lot of character that can be built through growing up and learning how to hunt and fish. I remember what I learned. I learned about safety. I learned about personal responsibility. I learned about being a good steward. A lot of things that you can best learn being a sportsman. So we want to encourage our youth development in those areas. Another area that I'm ashamed to talk about is we've driven some businesses out of this state when it comes to arms and munitions.
Right.
Because we think that ending the manufacturing of guns, be it for military purposes or whatever, will end Illinois' ills. And yet, what we've seen is crime rates increase and other problems. So we've got this whole issue of the Second Amendment, which is so easy to support. How can you deny law-abiding citizens, trained law-abiding citizens, their Second Amendment rights when criminals are going to abuse those rights anyway? So, and as we talked about, I know we're all over from the Second Amendment to fishing and hunting and recreation and economic development, but they all fit together as we try to develop our state into a state that gives people their freedom and their personal liberties and maximizes their outdoors and our stewardship to develop character in our youth and to create economic development for our state.
No, see, I agree with that 100%. Because Illinois, and like you said, you're a member of the Illinois State Rifle Association, is all the members of Hook and Hunt TVR. And last year in Illinois, 17 bills were defeated, with your help, the most of any state in the country. 17 where they tried to take away or diminish our rights as hunters, as recreational shooters, as legal gun owners. And thanks to the senator right here, along with some other individuals, we got to defeat a lot of those bills because we stood strong together. Now just imagine, would we have to have that fight if this senator was our governor? I don't think so. I don't think we'd have that much to deal with. Matter of fact, from what you're saying, you see where we're coming from because you do what we do. And it's all tied together. It's economically. The more hunters, legal shooters that we have, the more money and more things we can bring to Illinois.
Well, you're absolutely right. We've been under the defensive.
Right.
And we've been using resources as a defensive mechanism because we knew if the Democrats, the liberals, were able to pass these restrictions, and it likely would have been signed by either of the last two governors. But as the governor of the state, people will know that some of those efforts will be useless because even if they get it through the legislature, I'll veto it. And that means that we can then begin working on proactive measures.
It's been looked upon and sometimes shied away from. We're one of the only two states left in the country. You already know what I'm going to say. It doesn't have some form of conceal and carry. Your thoughts?
Well, you know why. It's because of Chicago.
Right.
And the misguided efforts of the government up there that believes that when you eliminate law-abiding citizens' ability to own guns, crime's going to go down. But what we've seen is crime go up. Let's start with the fundamentals. The Second Amendment Constitution protects our citizens' rights to own a gun. Why would we ever deny trained, informed, law-abiding citizens the same right that every other state, 48 other states with the exception of Wisconsin, offer their citizens? I've been a strong advocate and will bring those legal rights to the citizens of Illinois as they so deserve. But the other thing that is showed up beyond the Second Amendment is crime goes down in every state that enables its citizens to protect themselves. And we owe it to our citizens to give them their constitutional right and the right to protect themselves against criminals.
Well, Central and Southern Illinois, as far as we're concerned, we got a voice. Chicago, now you got a chance. And we have an individual that believes in the same thing we do and is willing to stand up for that, as you said, correct?
You're absolutely right. And let me put a plug in for our website, BradyForIllinois.com.
Sure.
You know, to win this election, we're going to need a great field organization and grassroots support. And I need my friends who share my thoughts and my beliefs in our freedoms to join our campaign. To go to our website, BradyForIllinois.com, sign up as a supporter. If you feel like you can afford to contribute, we hope you'll contribute. It's going to take money and legwork to win this election. We're in the lead, but we want to maintain that lead, and we need your viewers' support to do that.
Well, guys, you guys, gals, ladies, kids, you all heard it. As we always say, give the senator a shot, and you'll be hooked. Thank you, sir.
Thanks a lot.
That's HookandHuntTV.com. I'm Jim Crowley.